what you need. Hair on fleek, come see me. What you want, what you need. Your face beat, Princess Reese.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Today's video is sponsored by e.l.f. Cosmetics. So as you can see by the title, I am doing a updated natural makeup tutorial, and I'm really excited to be teaming up with e.l.f. for this video because I do really love e.l.f.'s lip products. If you didn't know, e.l.f.'s products are 100% cruelty free and they do not test them on animals. e.l.f.'s motto is to look extra without paying extra, and who else doesn't want to? Come on, you want to save you some coins on some products. I'm going to show you guys 3 neutral lippies that you guys can pair with this look or any other natural look. Eyes, lips, face. Don't even hype me up. If you want to save some money on a lip plumping gloss that is just very natural and glossy and just looks voluptuous, I'm going to spill the tea and show you guys these products right now. e.l.f. lip plumping glosses in the colors Sparkling Rose, which is like a nice pink, Mocha Twist, which is also like a nice pinkish nude color. Last but not least, we have Pink Cosmo, which is like a subtle light pinkish clearish gloss. First, I'm going to go in with Sparkling Rose, which is the most pinkish color out of all of the 3. Ooh, this is so pretty. No, this is so pretty. Oh my god. You see, I didn't even need too much for this color, but I'm gonna have to add this to my little lip gloss favorites because the pink is like really pigmented, but it's not too glossy to the point where it's just like way too glossy. It just feels really nice on the lips, and it also doesn't tingle too much. I'm gonna go in with Pink Cosmo, which is like I said, is the most neutral, clearish pink out of all 3 of them. Okay. So if you're a person that likes more of like a sheer lip color, I think this one would be really good for you. So if you don't like color, this is really like a nice color for you. Even if you just want to like put on a gloss really quick and just step out the house, this will be a nice to-go gloss to carry in your handbag. I'm gonna try Mocha Twist. So this one I can tell is also very pigmented in color. She's pretty too. Those are the 3 colors. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming a updated natural makeup tutorial. So if you guys didn't know, my first YouTube video was a natural makeup tutorial. So pretty much I'm just gonna give you guys like an updated version. There's a couple different things that I have changed about my makeup routine. Majority is pretty much the same as far as like steps and how I do my makeup, but some products I definitely like mix and match. You know, I started trying newer items, different brands, and you know, figuring out what really works for me and what I like as far as the finished look of my makeup. So just a disclaimer, this is how I do my natural makeup tutorial. So even if you're a person that likes something more sheer on the skin, or someone who likes your makeup to more full coverage, just remember this is my way of doing it. So everybody's natural is different. Some people prefer different finishes when it comes to makeup, and that also depends on like preparation, your skin type, the finish that you want your makeup to look. Do you have acne prone skin? Do you have oily skin? Do you have dry skin? Do you have normal to dry skin? It all depends on that as well. Just because it doesn't work for your skin doesn't mean that it's not going to work for somebody else. So let's get right into the tutorial. So as usual, I do start off with my Anastasia brow pomade in the color chocolate. This has been like my go-to for years. But I'm just gonna take an angle brush and fill in my brows very lightly. Anastasia is like my go-to for brows. So I'm just going to fill this in very lightly. Like, to start off, like, I don't even have that much brows, so I use a very light hand because you can always go overboard with this product. You just have to make sure that you use the right amount of product on the brush and make sure that you have a light hand when applying, because trust me, it can go left and then you have to start all over. Next, I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn, and then I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Tan Sand Hydro Camo Concealer. And of course, guys, as usual, everything will be tagged below. So if you're interested in purchasing these products, make sure you click on the links in the description box. Now I'm gonna go in with Tan Sand. Now I'm just gonna use the LA Girl on the top. Then I'm going to use a fluffy brush to blend it all out. As a base, I like to go in with the same concealer that I used on my brows. So I'm just gonna dab just a little bit on my eyelid, just for a nice even layer. Now I'm gonna go in with the Juvia's Place bronze palette in the color Tan. So Tan has two colors in it. One is like closer to my skin tone and one is a little bit lighter. So we're gonna go in with the bottom color as my eyeshadow. So I like to put something that's like brown but still kind of pops as my shadow color. So we're gonna like use this on the entire eyelid. But when you get closer to the brow bone, I'm just going in with a super light hand so that it just gives that like gradient effect into the concealer. So that's pretty much how I do my eyeshadow. Now, I know in my original natural makeup tutorial, I did like a wing liner, but honestly guys, these days, I have not been wearing wing liner like at all. Like literally at all. And that's one major thing that I feel like I've changed about my makeup routine. Sometimes I just don't feel like the liner is necessary, or it kind of makes my eyes look even smaller than they already are. And I just feel like if you're going for a super natural look, you honestly don't need eyeliner. But once again, that's my opinion. So I'm gonna go in with my Kitty Lash. I'm gonna go in with Reese Artistry Kitty Lash. So this is the Kitty Lash. They're like short into long, so like that's why I call it kitty, because it's like it flares out at the end. These lashes are good if you want to look like you have on individual lashes but you don't. So I'm gonna show you guys how I apply them. Wait, I feel like every time I wear these lashes, people think I have on lash extensions, or they want to know like what lash is that, because it looks like nice and feathered and full, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show you guys how I apply them, and bear back. With using these lashes, I like to cut off the ends. Like, you want to make sure that you cut them off so they're not like sticking you in your eye when you apply them. And I just like to measure to make sure I know how much I'm cutting. You never want to cut too much of your lash band off, because once you cut off too much, like, there's no going back to fixing it. So since they're longer on the ends, I do like to cut it off from the end corner. So I've already measured my eye, and I think I'm gonna cut it right here in the middle of those two. Then I'm gonna measure it one more time. And if you're a person that doesn't really like know how to put on lashes, honestly, I would suggest just practicing in the house, like when you're not going anywhere, because that's the best time to, you know, practice applying lashes the right way, cutting them, trying to figure out which lash style kind of goes with your eye, or what type of lashes you like in general. Now to prime, especially for the summertime, I go in with the e.l.f. Matte Poreless Putty Primer. So this is a really good primer for, I would say, all skin types. Because even if you have dry skin, which I mainly do have dry skin, but I do get a little bit of oiliness during the summertime. So I feel like this primer is really good if, one, if you have pores, and two, if you want your makeup to grip onto the primer, this is a really good primer for you. Now for foundation, I am going in with NARS Macao and Marquise's. I'm gonna go in with Macao first, because that is like my main shade. And when doing like natural makeup, I like to just spread out the foundation really quickly, because I want it to be full coverage, but I don't want to focus on one area of my face too much. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Marquise's, like around my perimeter. They're Real by Benefit mascara. So I'm just gonna apply a light layer, because you don't really need too much. Now I'm gonna apply from the inner corner going towards the outer corner. This is how the lashes look when they're applied. Let me back up a little bit. So they're very full and fluffy, and I just love them so much. For concealer, I'm gonna go back in with the Tan Sand. So I'm actually gonna go in with Tan Sand first. I do love a bright under eye. Start off with the inner corner. And you always want to make sure you bring it into your nose. And I'm going to also apply some to the outer corner. Gives your eye that nice bright lift. I'm going to mix in a little bit of the LA Girl Pro Concealer. Apply that to like the middle area and to the outer corners. just like that. Now I'm gonna also go in with the mixture up my nose. Now to contour, I'm gonna go in with Anastasia contour stick in the shade Ebony. So I'm gonna draw a few dots on my chin, and of course my nose, on of my nose, and just a few right on my forehead. So I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender and blend out my highlight. Nose, and then I'm gonna go back in with the same foundation brush that I used and blend out that contour. So I want to make sure to blend the perimeter of that highlight. Side of the brush, blending out my nose contour. So next I'm gonna go in with Sasha Buttercup setting powder. For this natural look, I don't use any liner on my lower lash line at all. I just use mascara. So for the next step, I'm gonna let this sit for like a little second or two, and then I'm going to dust off the powder and then bronze up my face. So it's set for like a little 20 more seconds, and I'm about to dust it off. Now to contour, I'm gonna alternate between both Juvia's Places bronze kits in the color tan and in the color dark. So dark has more of like a chocolate brown with reddish undertones, and then this one is the same one that I used on my eyelids. I'm gonna go in with tan first, and then I'm gonna go in with dark. Kind of gonna like pat that into my cheeks, perimeter of my face, my nose of course, my chin. Use that as a blush as well. Blush is honestly optional. Now next, to add a little bit of glow, I'm gonna go in with the Il Makiage Material Girl Baked Highlighter. Honestly reminds me of MAC Gold Deposit. You know, that's an old school, that's a real like OG highlighter. When the sun hits, you know, you just see like a nice natural subtle glow, nothing too crazy. So dust that on there, the bridge of my nose, and then a little bit above the lip, and that's like a nice subtle glow. pretty too. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. If you do wish to recreate this look, make sure you guys tag me if you purchase the products that are in the description box below. I want to see how you guys feel about the products as well, and make sure you comment down below and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Princess Reese, Princess Reese, Princess Reese.